They were out and about, pointing at me. You know, he knew I was over there recording. I still to this day don't know if that was Javier Perez that was working that night at the Hookah Palace, or if he was home and somebody else called him and said, "Hey, make this call." I don't have all the answers. Hopefully he will. But I mean, he talked to a few people that were in plain clothes that I don't know if they might have been off-duty officers or people that worked at the bar or just people. I don't know. But one of them walked over towards my car and kind of like peered in, and I wouldn't even be able to.
A citizen or an officer?
Okay. Plain clothes. So like I said, if there was an officer, he was good at his job. I don't know. He could have been off duty. But while I was parked over there for the 15, 20 minutes, there was one person that the officer that was working there made contact with in plain clothes. They kind of shied over across the street to look at my car. I really didn't think twice about it. I thought it was just someone that might be interested in what I do. I figured he knew I was with Cop Block and was pointing, me out to a citizen. Hey, he goes around and records cops. So. Yeah, I really thought of nothing of it at that point. The last week, I figured you would have told the first time you knew that someone from Cop Block was in town, you would have gone and at least told all the people that are.
Well, I told the folks that I supervise, and I told the folks that I work with, and in fact,
But you supervise Perez.
Well,
he didn't get the message.
Maybe he was not there that day. I don't know.
What kind of motions? Describe to me what you mean.
There was somebody parked in the driver's side. It was in the driver's seat, and just saw somebody like a lot of movement, like hand movement, in the vehicle.
Okay. Did you call 911 to report this incident?
I did not.
Okay. Did you call the non-emergency number to the Lakeland Police Department to report this?
Yes, I did.
Why did you choose the non-emergency number versus 911?
It was a suspicious person. I think it was something that would be relevant to call 911. I think it's something that would be handled by a non-emergency and still get the same effect.
Okay.
There was no
nobody
in danger.
Nobody was in danger?
That's correct.
Okay. I want to expound upon that for a moment. Was there any life and death emergency at that particular point that you were presented with?
No.
Okay. Did you feel that an immediate response, meaning a lights and siren response, was warranted in a situation like this?
No, sir.
Okay. During the phone call, you used language such as, "I think," "like about," "didn't see really good," and then windows were tinted. Correct?
Correct.
All right. The language that you're using wasn't, I guess for lack of a better phrase, for certain or with clear definition. Is that because you didn't, I guess just back up, why did you use that language?
Well, I didn't see exactly what was going on. Like I said, I saw some movement. I thought it was suspicious, and that's the reason I made the phone call.
Okay. And what is it that made you think that it was possibly a person inside the vehicle masturbating?
We're in front of, it was parked in front of a club. There's a lot of females coming out of that club, wearing different kind of clothing. I just found it suspicious. A car parked in front of a club where there's females coming out and in, and somebody just sitting inside the car.
Okay. Is there anything else that you can recall that would make you believe that somebody was possibly masturbating in the vehicle?
Just the movements that I saw. Somebody's fumbling with their hands and.
Okay. Did you see hands or? Well, I guess I should back up for a moment. What part of the anatomy were you able to make out?
Well, I saw the silhouette of the body of a person in there, and then it was making some motion inside the car, like with their hands like towards their waist.
You observed a person inside the vehicle. There were hand motions toward their waist area, and it appeared to be suspicious.
That's correct.
You then continued northbound on Kentucky Avenue.
That's correct.
You then notified the Lakeland Police Department via the non-emergency line.
Yes, sir.
Why did you not identify yourself as a police officer to dispatch?
I didn't, like I said, I called an emergency number. I didn't think there was something like life-threatening that happened where I had to take actions as a police officer there and then. The reason I didn't notify.
Okay. Now, you talked about you didn't think that there was something that required you to take action. Why is it that you chose not to take action?
I know there's an officer that patrols the downtown area. That should be anywhere close to the downtown area, and I was not on duty, and there was nobody's life that was endangered.
Okay. And then you also chose not to remain in the area, correct?
That's correct.
Why is that?
I was walking to see if I see some friends at another local bar. I just kept on walking.
So he was in the area.
Okay. Did you depart the downtown area at all shortly after this call?
Yes.
Okay. And I asked that because you indicated that you weren't going to be in the area anymore to make contact with an officer. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So you did leave the downtown area?
I did.
All right. Was there an off-duty police officer working at the Hookah Palace that night?
There was.
Okay. Who was that?
I believe it was K-9 Unit Bowling.
Okay. Is there a reason why you didn't go back and tell him?
Like I said, I was walking towards to see if there were some other friends, see if I see some other friends at a local bar. I didn't go back. I just kept on walking.
Okay. Was Officer Bowling ever made aware of this incident that evening?
Not by me.
Okay. Did you have any contact with Officer Bowling about this incident that evening?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with an organization known as Cop Block?
I've heard of them.
Okay. Do you know of and or recognize anyone who frequently films police officers in the performance of their duties within the Lakeland area?
No, I don't.
Okay. Have you ever been filmed by any members of Cop Block?
Not that I'm aware of.
So you don't recall if you've ever been filmed by somebody and then been put on the internet?
I mean, as of right now, with the videos, I've heard of the videos, I've seen the videos according to that were on evidence on here.
Okay.
But I'm 100% aware of if I've been recorded before. No.
Have you ever heard of an individual by the name of Michael Burns?
Not to this investigation.
Okay. Now, looking at all the different videos and such, did you ever see Michael Burns' face on any of these videos?
No.
Okay. Did you recognize a suspicious person as Michael Burns that evening?
No, sir.
Did you recognize this vehicle or tag number as one frequently driven by Michael Burns?
No.
When you were crossing from southeast to northwest, did you see any bumper stickers or decals on the vehicle identified as being affiliated with Cop Block?
No, sir.
Did you intentionally, illegally, or falsely report this incident?
No.
Did you intentionally make this telephone call in order to harass Michael Burns?
No, sir.
Is there anything that I have not asked or that you want to say that may be relevant to this investigation?
The only thing I would like to put on the record was that right after what it seems on this date, that the witness was interviewed, I've been receiving a lot of threatening voice messages and text messages from numerous numbers that cannot be traced back, or that I'm not aware of which they are, whose number is from California to Miami.
209-312 here, 1065 signal 13 Papa, correction, signal 13 Victor, signal 60.
209, you folks?
Number 209-312.
312 Lakes of Hills.
Both units are at the 115 North both units are at the 115 North Kentucky Avenue, 115 North Kentucky. Just reporting advised there's a white Ford Expedition, partial tag of Papa 23. Advising there's subject in the vehicle, Papa signal 60.
312 51.
10.
312 1097.
10.
312 209. It's going to be that subject of always reported, white expedition. It's going to be that subject of always reported, white expedition. I don't know if you want to make contact or not.
209, do you have a reporting?
That's negative. There's going to be a citizen.
10-4. See if you can get back online.
10-4.
209.
209.
Did you have a 1088?
Getting with intake at this time. See if they can advise one.
10-8 about
10-4. 209. We're having 1088 for the reporting. Can you copy?
Stand by. See if they'll accept the call.
10-4. 209. I just called the 1088 receiving a voicemail.
All you need is a little marker.